Okay, so please turn on your cameras so I can see you. Make sure that the camera is facing down. Make sure you have your cushions in place. If one cushion is not enough, it's okay to get another cushion. Even if, see, I have one proper exercise cushion, the other one is like a regular sofa cushion. That's also fine. Give yourself a good height. Okay, so Karin Garu, Shrivani, Vibha, please turn on your videos. Okay, namaste everyone. Today's mudra is Apana Vayu mudra. Okay, so this is like index, middle finger, come to the tips of the thumb. Apana Vayu, both fingers. Okay. Yes, Vibha. Okay, clear? Now you can rest it. You can turn the palms out, rest them on your knees. Okay. Now Apana Vayu is, remember last class we did lower abdominal breathing. Apana Vayu zone is that. Okay. Now while on the physical level, it helps with all kinds of vata related problems. Joint pains where you know it's gastric, right? So you have a pain here, it moves there, it comes to your knee, it goes to your ankle. You clear one side of the back, it moves to the other side of the back. All that is Apana Vayu. Okay. Apana Vayu is active in the morning, active again in the evening. So this is a mudra when you're feeling very gassy, bloated, uncomfortable, mudra to be used. So sit in any comfortable asana. Make sure that your knees are on the floor. Knees on the floor. That means there's a Mooladhara activation. So I am sitting in Swastikasana, slipping the feet in between the gap of the thigh and the knee. Okay, one ankle on top of the other. Swastikasana. Apana mudra, not Apana Vayu mudra. This is Apana mudra. Okay. Apana Vayu mudra is the same as Hridaya mudra we did last time. So keep your spine absolutely straight. So that means you're not like this. Jansi, pull yourself up. Eyeglasses off. Unnecessary jewelry off. All those of you with vata related problems, gastric problems, insomnia, dry skin, dry hair, digestive issues, irritable bowel syndrome, and PCOD, PCOS, if there's anything else. So this mudra will help you. Make sure the chin is tucked in ever so slightly. Vibha, relax your shoulders, roll them back. Don't hold any tension in your shoulders. That's it. Chest is open. Neck, head, and spine are aligned. Be in the moment. You have chosen to be here this morning. Make the most of it. Eyes and mouth gently closed. And start to breathe consciously. Don't alter your breathing, but watch your breathing. Become conscious of the presence of prana in your body. Prana is life energy. It is only when there is prana in the body, we are known as pranis, living entities. So hold an attitude of surrender, thankfulness, gratitude. we have been given one more day on this planet. In the meanwhile, become aware of the mudra. Apana mudra, is a powerful mudra. Almost everyone can become aware of the pulsations at the fingertips. That's because Apana Vayu is a very active Vayu. Those ladies or younger girls who have cramps and pain during their monthly cycle, this is an excellent mudra to hold before the onset of the period and during the period. Reduces menstrual cramps. You are watching your breath. You are aware of the mudra and its benefits. You have taken the time out to be here this morning. Try to be in the here and now. And now become aware of your nostrils, the receiving and releasing point of breath. As you inhale, visualize drawing breath from both nostrils, and this breath meets at Agnya Chakra, the eyebrow center. As you exhale, feel this breath diverge from the Agnya, come out through the nostrils. This is called triangular breathing. This is an excellent practice, a part of what we call Agnya Chakra Dharana, concentration at the Agnya Chakra. Helps clear mental traffic, obsessive, repetitive thoughts, cleans up the lower mind of all unwanted, limiting thoughts, and prepares us for a higher state of awareness and the experience born thereof. Now hold your awareness at the eyebrow center. Imagine a flame or a brilliant point of light. We are going to chant Om 3 times. You may also just hum if you don't want to say Om. Breathe in. Om. Very gently release the fingers. Stretch the fingers. Move them a little bit. Rub the palms of your hands together to generate heat. Cup your eyes. Flutter your eyelids and gently open the eyes. Namaste. Apana Vayu, you can feel Apana Vayu in the joints. That's why even when you hold Apana Mudra and you release, you can actually feel the activation. And it's important that you stretch when you feel that. Okay. Now put away the cushions. We're going to begin with a stretching sequence. Don't strain the body as you do this sequence. Okay, it's quite simple. We're going to move in a series, like a sequence, and we'll do 2 or maybe 3 rounds, depending on how you feel. So begin by sitting in Vajrasana. The breathing is alternate, okay? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So first, check your swara. What does that mean? The flow of breath. So make a triangle around your nose. Both hands, like a tent around your nostrils. Breathe. See which side is dominant. So if, for example, my left Ida is dominant. So I'm going to use the left toe and press down on the right toe in Vajrasana. Okay? Now, if your right side is dominant and you want to activate the left, use the right toe to press the left toe. This is your starting position, Vajrasana. Now, inhale, arms up. How did I take my arms up? Straight up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Shashankasana. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Bhujangasana. Slide forward, very good. Exhale, mountain, Parvatasana. Inhale, Santolanasana. Watch me please, Santolan. Hips down, straight line. Shrivani, we're not doing Surya Namaskar. Exhale, Shashankasana. Inhale, arms up. You don't have to come up on your knees when you come up. Exhale, arms down. Okay. So we begin by going up. Okay. The more you get used to the sequence, you don't even have to go up. It's only to activate the SI joint. So we don't do it while coming back. Okay. Remember, when you go up with your arms up, keep the SI joint active. What does that mean? Arch the back. Don't let it stick out. Okay. Any doubts on that? So just arch the back a little. Ready? Let's begin again. Second round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Shashankasana. Primary curve of the spine. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Slide down. Slide down. Very good. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, Santolan. Hold. Hips down, hold. Don't drop the hips, but hold yourself up. Relax in Shashankasana. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Remember to arch the lower back. Exhale, arms down. Okay. One last round. This is actually seated Surya Namaskara without Ashwa Sanchalanasana, the lunge. Right? We'll come to the lunge later because in order to do the lunge and not injure yourself, you need to prepare your joints a little more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Shashankasana. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana, mountain. Inhale, Santolan. Shoulder blades touch each other, hips don't drop down. Hold yourself up. Excellent core work. Exhale, Shashankasana. Inhale, arms up in Vajrasana. Arch the back. Exhale, relax. Take a moment, assimilate the practice. See how you feel. Eyes closed, be with yourself. Now stretch your legs out. Stretch your legs out. Now press down on your palms, lift, push yourself forward and sit down. Very good. That is the Mooladhara activation, okay? It's not just a lift and drop. Lift, push forward and drop. Now, take the right leg, let it cross the left knee. Use your right hand to get the knee close to the left chest. The other leg remains straight. Use your left hand to wrap yourself around. Very good. Lift the right hand up like in Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale, turn back. Place the pads of your fingers on the floor. Twist. Look over your right shoulder. Look back over your right shoulder. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift. Bring it back. Release this knee very, very systematically. Okay. Other side. Bring the left knee in. Cross. Use the left leg to push the left knee close to the right chest. Now wrap your right hand around. Hold this in place. Use this heel. Use the left heel to press down. Lift yourself up like Tadasana. Lift. Don't go short. Become tall. Inhale. Exhale. Turn around. Twist. Feel the twist in the spine. Excellent for diabetes, kidney issues. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift. Bring the hand back and stretch the leg out. This is a variation of Ardha Matsyendrasana. Anyone with hormonal issues, when you, I think, who issues? Rajalakshmi is not here. Okay. So if anytime you feel that your hormones are acting up and you're not feeling great, hold this asana for a few days and automatically the chakras will realign. Okay. So we're going to do the classical version. Lift again, cross over. Now fold this leg as well. Fold this leg as well. That's it. Now use your right hand to hug, your left hand to hug the right leg. Become tall. Inhale, go up. Stretch up. Exhale, turn around, twist. Place your, rest on your finger pads. Twist and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release the right hand. Bring it up. Release the left hand. First, release the left leg. Then the right leg. Okay. Now the left leg crosses over. Right leg folds. Preferably the heel comes really close to your hip. Okay. Now, first use the left hand to push the knee towards the chest and then use the right hand to hug. Yes? Lift, become tall and twist and hold. 1, 2, normal breathing, do not strain the neck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, lift and release. So first release the right leg, then release the left leg. Yeah. Put your weight on your palms again. Flex the ankles a little bit. Smooth them. See how the hips feel. We're going to do Ardha Titli Asana. So fold one leg in. I'm doing the right. Heel close to the abdomen. Inhale, close to the body. Exhale, go down towards the floor. Inhale, back straight, Pratima. Inhale, close to the body. Exhale, go down. Jansi, sit on the height if you want. Inhale. I want you to use the pain relief of exhalation to go down. Stretch the inner thigh and hip flexor. Inhale, close to the body. Hug the knee. Feel the pressure of the thigh on the extended abdomen. Exhale, down. When you push down, I want you to feel the stretch in the shin all the way to the toes. Inhale, close to the body. Exhale, down. Now, very systematically, release the leg. Other side. The activation here, like in Padmasana, happens when the heel touches the abdomen. So if it's impossible, keep it far away. Otherwise, the heel should touch the abdomen. Firm grip on the foot. Ready? Inhale, close to the body. Abdominal breathing, please. Exhale towards the floor. Back straight. Back absolutely straight. Inhale, close to the body. Exhale. Use your breath. Inhale. This takes care of knee problems, sciatic pain. Exhale. Release. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. Now, this was a preparation for Purna Titli. Bring both knees together. Inhale here. Exhale. Push the knees down. Try to straighten the arms. Try to straighten the arms. Yeah, but the knees also have to touch the floor. That's the attempt. Inhale. Close again. Use the analgesic effect of exhalation to push down. Push. Once they've touched, don't overdo it. Once they've gone down, you straighten the arms. Inhale. The abdomen should feel crushed. Exhale. This is an excellent Mooladhara, Swadhisthana and Manipura activation. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Hug the knees and hold. 1, 2, 3. Heels close to the hips. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. Open. Open the knees. Push them out. You can either hold the feet, okay, that is the toes, or continue to hold down and flap. Flap the legs. Hip flexor activation. Feel the work in the inner thighs. Vibha, you can lift the knees a bit more. Very good. Once you're done, push the legs away slightly. Move forward so that the Muladhara, the base, is resting on the floor. And then either you hold the feet and move down, or you walk the hands and move down. But do not lose the arch in the back. Keep the lower back arched, okay? And don't strain. Go only as much as you can. Once you're there, deep breathing. Nice deep breathing. Very gently inhale and come up. If you walked your hands forward, remember to walk them back. Okay? Bring the knees together. Stretch them out. Get back to Prarambhik Sthiti. Feel the work. Now we're going to do some knee rotation. As I've told you this before, the knee cannot be worked on directly. We can only strengthen the muscles around the knee. Okay? So one leg is straight, the other leg is bent. Okay, Texas Vijay Garu is not here. If you are left-handed, and left dominates, you can begin on the left. Otherwise, right. Now, cross your hands underneath. You're not just interlocking the fingers. Cross. Cross and hold the opposite elbows. Vibha, cross the arms underneath. Underneath. Yes, yes. Now ensure your back is straight. Right? Lift the right leg. Look at your big toe. And start making circles. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold at the top a little bit. Exhale. Support the knee nicely. Inhale. Exhale. Shikla, don't go too fast. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse. Inhale. Exhale. Give a full circle. Your circle is too small. You're cutting it in half. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hips are steady. Inhale. Exhale. Hamstring work. Inhale. Exhale. Now fold the knees in. Stretch them out. Loosen this leg. Okay. Other side. Interlock the hands. Hold at the elbows. You're supposed to really support your knee. Okay. This time the circle will go out first. Look at your big toe so that it becomes an eye workout as well. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Vibha, don't move the hips. Inhale up. Jhansi back straight. Exhale down. Shikala, don't lean back on the tailbone. You hurt it. Inhale up. Exhale down. Body is on the sitting bones. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now reverse the practice. Shrivari, nothing will happen. It won't pain. Inhale up. Exhale down. That's exactly that gas that we want to remove. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Very good. Hug it to the knee. Now just a small correction. Saujanya, Shitala, you're both leaning back. Don't lean back. Then the tailbone, it's a very delicate bone, right? It will hurt it. Please release and stretch. And Jhansi, no slouching. Kira, Nishan, is not. Yeah. Okay, now lean back and stretch. Keep the chest open, neck open. Let the shoulder blades touch each other. Get a nice relaxation. Don't get dizzy. You don't have to bend to the point of getting dizzy, please. Normal breathing. Okay, come back straight. Now you're going to lie down. I'll give, if you want water, you can have one sip of water, please. Warm water. Lie down in Shavasana. Relax until the group is ready. Some of you will get an extra few seconds of relaxation. Feet turned out, palms turned out. Maybe 20 seconds of relaxation. Okay, now bring the feet together. Ankles are flexed. That means the toes turn and point to you, not away from you, not an extension. The minute you do that, feel the activation in the thighs. Okay, let's do a simple exercise. Place your palms on your thighs. Place your palms on your thighs. Now extend the toes and make the toes face away from you. Feel the movement in your quads. Now flex them and feel the movement. Extend, flex. Extend, flex. Both are important. Extend and flex. Last round, extend and flex. Now, let them stay flexed. Slip your palms underneath your hips. So the palms go half inside the hips. Now we're going to do cycling in the air, Pada Sanchalan. Someone had asked me for PCOD and young child and menstruation related. All of these asanas are useful, okay? So inhale, lift the leg and then bend it. This is our starting. Right leg, I bent my right knee. Now lift, inhale, lift. Exhale, cycle towards you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cycle towards you. See what happens to the toes. They're pointing. Now they go up, flexed. They come back, pointed. 4 and 5. Now reverse the practice. Reverse it. Take the leg away from you, lift and bring it in. Vibha, when you lift, try to straighten the knee. Try to straighten the knee as you lift up. That's it. Lift and bend. 2 more rounds. Lift and bend. Lift and bend. Relax this leg. Close your eyes and compare the 2 legs. The leg that you just worked with should feel warmer, longer, and with enhanced circulation. This time, keep your awareness in the abdominal cavity. Okay? Now, lift the left leg up, fold the knee. This is our starting position. Okay? This is our starting. Now, lift up and stretch. Lift up and stretch. The knee bends only when it comes close to the chest. Lift up and chest. Lift up to the chest. Last round, lift up and draw it in. Now reverse, stretch away from you, lift up and bring it. 2, 3, 4. and 5. Relax both legs. Release the hands. Relax in Shavasana. Keep your observation in the toes, the ankles, the calf muscles, the hamstrings, the thighs, the hips. The upper body should be completely relaxed, no movement whatsoever. Now we're going to do another twist. Bring the feet together again. This time, lift the right leg, place the foot just above the left knee. Take your left hand, take it outside the right knee. The right hand is stretched out at shoulder level, like a T, half T. Inhale here. Exhale. Start taking the right knee towards the floor. You twist to the opposite side. You twist to the opposite side. Those of you who can, stretch the leg out. Stretch the leg out. It's not mandatory. Keep it close if you want. And stay here. Remember, both shoulder blades are on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back to center. Take out the left hand. Lift the right leg in Padottan and drop it. Other side. Lift the left leg. Place it just above the right knee. Left hand makes a half T. Right hand goes on the outside edge of the knee. Make sure that the other leg is in flex mode. Inhale here. Exhale, drop, drop. Drop to the other side. Do not lift off your shoulder blades. Go only as much as the shoulder blades will allow. You do not have to stretch. You can keep it folded. You look at the opposite hand, stretched hand, and close your eyes if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back to the center. Release the hand. Lift the leg up in Padottan and then drop it down. Turn your feet out. Turn the palms out. Relax in Shavasana. Now turn and lie down on your stomach. Stretch the hands out in Advasana. Stretch completely. Feel as though someone is dragging you by the arms and the legs. Stretch the body. If some of you are finding it difficult to place your forehead down, you can rest your cheek. Keep the spine long and relaxed. Breathe deeply until you find that your back muscles are behaving like lungs. Now very gently slip both palms underneath the thighs. Slip both palms underneath the thighs. Prop yourself up on your chin. You're going to do Ardha Shalabhasana. Only 30 centimeters off the floor, okay? So inhale, left leg up, just 30 centimeters off the floor. Exhale, come down. Inhale, right. Exhale, come down. Upper body is relaxed, back is not engaged, but it's active. Inhale, left. Exhale, come down. Inhale, right. Exhale, come down. Inhale, left. Exhale, come down. Inhale, right. Exhale, come down. Now we're going to hold, okay? Inhale, left and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down. Inhale, right. And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down. Now we're going to relax in Makarasana, but I'm going to give you a choice. Turn your feet out, toes facing either side. Either come up like this or rest your forehead on your palms. Okay, it's up to you. Do whichever you feel like doing. Both are good. Rest. Now imagine a line of light traveling from the tailbone up the spine on every inhalation and going back down every exhalation. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Now place the palms down. Bring your feet together. Palms at the level of the chest. Elbows touching the body. Inhale, come up. Lift onto your knees. Lift up onto your knees. Exhale, sit down. Go down in Shashankasana. Make sure your hips and heels are touching. Stay here and breathe. Again, let the back muscles become respiratory muscles. Let them breathe. Stay down in Shashankasana. Now very gently come on all fours. Knees are together. Feet together. Make sure you have a little arch in the lower back. Now, Exhale, bring the knee towards the nose. Try to bring the forehead to the knee. That's an exhale. Inhale, stretch the leg, and if necessary, fold it up if you can, no back pain. Exhale, knee and nose. Inhale, stretch, Vyagrasana. Exhale, inhale. Pratima, bend the knee more. Exhale, inhale. Last round. Exhale, inhale. Lower abdominal breathing. Place the knee down. Other side. Make sure you're not gripping the floor with your toes, okay? The toes are relaxed and extended. Now, other side. Exhale. Inhale. Notice how when we exhale, we are rounding the back. Exhale. Inhale. Look up, Vibha, when you do inhale. Exhale. Look down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Place the knees down. Now, if you wish, we're going to do Ardha Ustrasana. That's the half camel. Place a cushion underneath your knees, but it needs to be a firm cushion. It can't slip you up. Okay? Yeah, make sure it's a firm one, or you're on a softer floor, or just roll the mat. Okay? Now, you're not, actually you are. So grip the floor with your toe balls. Keep the knees together. If you feel you want to lose balance, it's okay to separate them just a little bit. It's up to you. Okay? Inhale, arms to the side. Now, push the hips forward. Push the hips forward. Make sure you have an arch in your lower back. Thighs are engaged. Exhale, take the right hand back. Hold the right heel. And this left arm goes up. Look at the left middle finger. Vibha, too high, too high. Hand is down in front of you, not there, here. Inhale to the center. Exhale, other side. Inhale to the center. Remember to push the hips forward. Exhale, right. Thighs, push them forward. Inhale to the center. Exhale, left. Push back, not to the side. Inhale to the center. Now this time, if you can, hold the left heel with the right hand. So push the thighs forward, hips forward. Inhale, exhale, twist so that you can hold the left heel, not the right heel. Vibha, left heel with the left hand, right hand. And bend back. 1, 2, 3. Push the hips forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, come back to center. Saujanya, don't throw the head back. You're looking just straight up. Inhale, exhale, other side. Right heel with the left palm. Look at my head, Saujanya. I'm not looking up. Look ahead. 1, very good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale to the center. Get off the cushion. Relax in Shashankasana. Feel the activation in the lower back, in the chest, in the thighs, in the hips. Remember not to hang your head down. When you wrap your hands around Vibha, it becomes Balasana and it activates the spine in a different way than Shashankasana. Okay, very gently come up. You're going to stand up. As you can see, we have manipulated the spine, right? Especially the lower part quite a bit. So, in case something is moved a little here and there, we're going to do Tadasana, Triyaka Tadasana and Kati Chakrasana to realign the body, okay? So stand with your feet together. Do not look at the camera. Fix your gaze ahead, okay? Interlock your fingers in front of the body. Raise your arms up. Turn the palms to face up. Relax the palms on your head. This is the Prarambhik Sthiti. Now here, make sure you're not rounding your shoulders. Take a moment to correct yourself. Keep the chest open and shoulders open. Fix your gaze at a point ahead. If you're prone to vertigo or dizziness, look down. Now, inhale, move up. Stretch the body. Exhale, come down. Now, make sure your heels are not opening out when you go up. Keep them together. It's not how high you go, it's how neat the movement is. Inhale, go up. Exhale, come down. Those of you who can balance easily, rotate your awareness from Mooladhara, Manipura. Okay, Mooladhara is the base. Continue, I'll talk. Manipura is the navel. Okay, Agnya is the eyebrow center. So, when you go up, let the breath move up. When you move down, let it move down. Especially those of you who are meditation aspirants, this is a beautiful, beautiful rotation. Continue a few rounds. You can breathe on your own, at your own pace. This asana prepares the physical body and the pranic sharira, the energy body, for higher consciousness. That's the psychodynamics of the asana. Keeps you in a state of readiness to rise. Make this your last round. Fix your gaze. Now, separate the feet to about 2 feet. Continue to hold your hand. If you need a break, lower the hands. Otherwise, it's the same hand movement. Yeah, shake the hands in case they're hurting. Now, inhale, straighten up the spine just like Tadasana. Feel you're going to touch the ceiling. Feel long, you're not on your toes. Exhale, move to one side, but do not engage the hips. You don't push the hips out. Keep the hips locked. So if I start here, my hips are locked. Inhale to the center. Jhansi, don't bend the elbows. Exhale to the other side. You can't bend much. The movement doesn't allow too much of a bend. Inhale to the center. Exhale, hips are locked. Elbows straight. Inhale to the center. Relax your shoulders. Exhale to the other side. Inhale. Stretch, become tall. Exhale. If anything has moved out of joint, please put it back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And relax. Such a simple, elegant, graceful asana, but the work is intense when done properly. If I move this, then the work moves away from the spine and goes into the hips. We don't want that. Okay. Now, Kati Chakrasana. Inhale, hands by the side like this. Exhale, again, do not move the hips. Isolate the waist, twist. Left hand to the right shoulder or right hand to the left shoulder, it doesn't matter. Look over the shoulder. Inhale, straight, come back to center. Exhale, you're isolating the waist. Do not, Vibha, your hip is moving. Straighten out the hip. Very good. Inhale to the center. Sheetala, your hip is moving. See, what you're doing is this. Hip can't move. Only the waist. Inhale to the center. Do it against a wall. You'll understand what I mean. The wall won't let you move. Inhale to the center. Exhale. Inhale to the center. Exhale. Inhale to the center. Exhale. Relax. Okay. Now, we're just going to do an easy drop for the back. So stand with a gap of 2.5, 3 feet. Inhale, arms up. Push the shoulders back. Exhale, push your hips out. Let me turn to a side. Push your hips out, drop. You're not holding any weight, just drop. Inhale, keep the hips out. The movement originates at the hips. Inhale, come up. Push the hands back, okay? And exhale, drop. Arch the back. Don't round it. No, Shrivani, no, don't come down like that. You'll hurt your back very badly. You have to push the hips back. See? You push the hips back and then move. Don't just drop. Okay? Push the hips out. Push the hips out. That's it. You see the difference? Now come down. There's no jerk. You don't need to jerk. Just relax. Jhansi, hang like a rag doll. Don't hold any tension in the body. Saujanya, move the body a little. Last round. And come. Very good. Right. Now sit down for some pranayama. Again, take a comfortable asana. Those of you who want to sit in Bhadrasana, that is Vajrasana with the knees separated, you may do so. Up to you. Pratima, maybe if you could message on the group where you got your blue cushions, the padded cushions, if it's Amazon or wherever. Yeah, just message, because these are very good cushions to have rather than our, regular cushions. So Bhadrasana, those of you who want, how do you do Bhadrasana? You sit in Vajrasana, separate the knees, make sure the big toes are touching, and then you drop the Mooladhara down. That's what is most important. I can't be like this in Bhadrasana. Mooladhara has to be down. Okay, otherwise cross leg, or even this asana I taught you, this Chaitalyasana. Cross one leg, the other is in like Vajrasana. Anything, do whatever you like. Today we are going to do Surya Bheda Pranayama. Surya Bheda, the sun's energy, because it's daytime for you. If you do this at night, you can't sleep. So it fills you with energy, and it's Pingala dominated, right side dominated, makes you very energetic. So you can also do this when you wake up feeling very sleepy and not rested, but you have a long day ahead and you need energy. Surya Bheda is the pranayama. Surya Bheda kills all viruses in the body, and it removes intestinal worms. So all of us, whether we are adults or children, because of how much we go on eating, the intestines are clogged up. And let's not get into the gory details, but Surya Bheda clears them out. Okay, how do you do it? Same like Nadi Shodhana. The index and middle finger are here. You just close the left nostril. Okay, you breathe in and breathe out only through the right. Breathe in. Yeah, Jansi, you're doing correctly. Don't move the body. Kaya Sthairya. Shitala, sit on a height, keep your spine straight. The spine is like a passage, okay, a road. And unless that is straight, your vehicle, prana, can't move properly. Don't slouch. Inhale. Exhale again through the right. If any of you is prone to body heat, don't do more than 10 rounds, please. Others, you can do 10 to 15 rounds until you feel the energy. Jhansi, index and middle finger are on the forehead where you keep your bottu. Yeah. The ring finger closes the left nostril. The thumb is near the right. Parin, sit straight. Sit up straight. Sit on a height. Don't slouch. Continue. If you don't want to do Surya Bheda, just do Nadi Shodhan, 1:1. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Do just a few rounds. Surya Bheda is excellent for those who are prone to frequent colds. Once you're done with 10 rounds, relax the whole body. We're going to do 3 rounds of Bhramari. Okay, Bhramari, see, all pranayamas are vitalizing. But in that, you have heating, cooling, tranquilizing, things like that. Bhramari is amazing for the whole body. So I want you to do 3 rounds. Okay, first round, feel that the whole body is a sound instrument. So make a nice loud Bhramari humming, and the whole body is a sound instrument. Okay. Second round, concentrate on your Vishuddhi, throat, pit. Feel the sound coming from there and concentrate there. Third round, I want you to focus on your eyebrow center and the matching Bindu point where the priest puts his tuft. 3 rounds, whole body, throat, and head. Okay? Close your ears. If you want to take breaks between each round, it's absolutely fine. Don't keep it too short. Mentally count at least 10, 12, 15 counts as you exhale. Okay? Begin. Once you're done, relax. Keep your eyes closed. Let the hand be in Chin Mudra or Jnana Mudra. Just stay relaxed. Mentally scan the whole body. Feel the vibrations of the practice, the increased circulation, enhanced flexibility, improved mental and emotional balance. Offer your gratitude to the practice of yoga, to yourself, to the gurus, to your family, and for the many blessings in your life. Very gently rub the palms of your hands together. Generate heat. Cup your eyes. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Namaste. So any doubts, I'm happy to answer. Those of you who plan to exercise further, if you're jogging or something like that, begin with a small walk and then jog. Don't jump from yoga straight into jog. Okay, nothing jerky for the body. So any questions? Otherwise, I'm going to go eat dinner. But I'm not hungry.
Thanks,
Lavanya.
Welcome, you're welcome. Bye, Viva.
Bye.
Thank you, Lavanya. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you.
Thank you, Lavanya. Thank you, Lavanya. I have one concern. Whenever I am having to put my knee down, right? Any exercises? I mean, any yogic position with the knees on the floor. My left knee hurts terribly. Like, and I'm not able to find my balance also. So even the cushion is not helping.
Then you should not do anything with the knee down.
Okay.
Until you set it right. And I told you the asana, right? Where you catch your kneecaps, stretch the legs out, hold the kneecaps tight, hold for 5 seconds, release. Hold the kneecaps tight and
Okay.
release. Do a minimum of 100 a day, minimum.
Okay. Okay.
You can divide it as, 30, 35 at one go. It's not, doesn't take too long. And you have to be in one series. See, in September, I'm starting a more serious group where, I would like people who are regular, because we're going to start in a very, very structured manner, so that I know who is in the class and how far I can take them, and I can customize practices to the group that is available, right? That's the reason for this. And I will be doing kosha awareness, where you will have much more than the body awareness. So you will develop the ability to heal yourself using the strength of your own mind, your own prana, your own chakra awareness. So it will come, but you need to do PM1 every day. I think I messaged you also.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, bye, Pratibha.